Hi, Becky Rahe here. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit about a Zoom tech check. What is Zoom? Well, it's a platform where you and I can communicate across the miles where we can see and hear each other. It's a great way for us to share Tai Chi, also do our workshops and our trainings together. Why would you need it? For those exact reasons. Maybe you're getting ready to take a workshop with a master trainer. So having a basic knowledge of Zoom can help that become more successful. So as you get started, let's think about a few things here. First, you're going to need a laptop that has a microphone and a webcam. From there, you can also connect that to a larger television or maybe a monitor by using an HDMI cord. You want to have a power strip handy because that way you're plugged in, making sure all the cords are out of your way to keep your floor free of any obstacles for when you are actually doing the moving. And make sure it's turned on because I've made that mistake before and my laptop died during a class. So be ready for that and just do your Tai Chi breathing if that happens and it'll all work out. So from there, let's think about your space. Is your space free of any obstacles that could cause you to lose your footing? Can they see you from head to toe? If they can't see you, you'll need to adjust the laptop a little bit and just move it forward. You may need to raise it up or lower it down. How about your lighting? It's best if the lighting is behind the device and not behind you. If it's behind you, you're going to look like you're in the witness protection program. So you might want to have it on the other side of the laptop. Audio. If people can hear you, if you're right in front of the laptop, they can hear you really well. But if you're stepping away to start teaching and your back is to them, you might want to think of maybe some type of Bluetooth device so they can hear you. How about a chair? Might need that to do modifications or maybe to take a break. And always stay hydrated, so have some water handy. Next, I'm going to take you through some basic Zoom tech checks and ways to run Zoom so you'll feel comfortable when it's your turn to be behind the laptop and teaching. Basic tech check. Here we would see on the screen here is what you would see when you're looking at your computer screen or laptop. And we're just going to go through it simply 1 through 7. 1 is the microphone down at the bottom left-hand side. And here it's showing that it's not ticked or there's not a red line through it. That means your microphone is on. If you wanted to mute yourself, you could click on the microphone. Number 2 is the video option. Do you want to be seen or not to be seen? So this is when you would click on that. Most classes that are taught, we want to see the participants to make sure that they're safe. Moving on over on the bottom of your screen, you can see participants. You can tick on that and it will show you how many participants, their name. It will also show if they're muted or unmuted or the video is on or off. You could also use that on there and it would show you more options that you could make someone a co-host. Maybe that's someone that would be doing some spotting for you to make sure that all the participants are in their screen and doing things safely as you teach. Number 4 is the chat box. You can tick on the chat and that will open up as well. Now you can see how the participant and chat box is over here to the side. If you have it on full screen, those boxes may show up inside of your screen and where you're teaching, in between or over top of the thumbnails of the participants. If that is the case, you would just drag it to where you want it. I usually minimize my screen so it shows up over here on the side. It works out really nice. We don't have an arrow going down to this reaction button, but I do find that that's very important. A lot of times we use hand gestures But this also, if you're asking a question, people can hit a reaction if they give it a thumbs up or maybe a heart or a smile. And it also gives people time. They can also send you a question over in chat or a response in chat. The more option, that changes. And that also can, if there's usually 3 dots that might be up in the corner of the screen or on the thumbnail, that will give more options. One option may be to pin someone. So say this was full of thumbnails of people of pictures of people who are in your class. And if you're not using the spotlight option, if you're teaching, they could go and pin your picture. Or pin your image so they see just you. Or because one thing is, if people don't have the mute on and it's in speaker view, whoever makes a noise, that picture will come up. So I recommend spotlighting, and then as the instructor, if I don't have a person that is spotting and watching my participants for me, I always put it in gallery view. But then that way the view they're getting is they're able to see me and what I'm doing, and then they're not distracted by all the movement of the other people in the class. So there's many options. They can even rename themselves. They can do that over in their name in participants, or where they see the 3 little dots. 6, this is where you find the chat. So you can either chat with everyone, or you could send a private message to someone. And there's a little drop down right here, that little arrow that points down. You would click on that and it would have the names of the people, and you can send them a direct message. At the end, you can always save the file, and it will save to your computer in your Zoom file. Up here at the top, so this would be in the top right corner. A lot of times you just hover over it or click on it and it will drop down gallery view, speaker view. So this is where you would choose that option. Again, I usually spotlight the teacher and then I keep it in gallery view even when I'm teaching, so I can see what everyone is doing. Down here at the bottom, this is for webinars. If you're actually attending a webinar instead of a regular Zoom session, this little question and answer image or icon will appear about right here. And that's just another place that you can send questions to the host or the co-host. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. Remember, if you want to learn more about Zoom and how to run it, you can always go to Zoom. They have their own tutorials on there. Or YouTube has a lot out there. That's what's helped me figure all of this out. And also working and talking to some of my other master trainer friends. So don't be scared, don't be shy. Get in, dive in, you can do it. Thanks for coming.